Hey everybody, this is Linkmaster10, and welcome back to another Let's Play. This time, I am going to be recording Harvest Moon Back to Nature. This is the PlayStation 1 version, and it is pretty much the same characters, just in different roles and in a different setting. And it is awesome. The 64 is still my favorite, but this one is definitely a good one, and I'll talk about all the improvements. So let's get started. New game. Welcome to Mineral Town. Hello, Mayor Thomas. He actually has a name this time instead of just Mayor. I'm going to ask you a number of questions. Please answer them. My name? I'm going to honor my other nephew. My name's Ian. Of course this name's okay. My birthday, I'm going to go with the one that I got confused with in 64, and this is, you can actually set any day. One thing I do want to say is, if you pick the same day as one of the marriageable girls, then they actually have an alternate date set. So, I will talk about that much later. Summer 21st, it's a great day. The name of the farm, and I thought about this. The name of the farm is going to be the Windscar Farm, because Inuyasha is awesome. Is this name okay? Yes, Mayor, don't make me second guess myself. And if you watched my last playthrough, you know the name of the dog is Sassy. It's our gold-winning dog. Alright, so Ian, Summer 21st, Windscar Farm, dog's name is Sassy. Looks pretty okay. And welcome to PlayStation 1 loading screens. Now I'm playing on emulator. I have a new computer, so I am excited to have decent everything. But let's see what's going on. Well, what do you think? This was your grandpa's farm. It's been neglected for quite some time. Yeah. So no matter what story it is, Grandpa's not a good housekeeper. So it's a bit of a mess. You aren't kidding, Mayor. Do you remember when you were young and spent summer vacation on this farm? Mm-hmm. I'm sorry, but I've had to cancel the family trip this summer. I couldn't rearrange my work schedule. I'm sorry. I know I promised you. Please understand, I'm very busy. That's right, we get some backstory in this one, guys. I'll make up for this. I'm very sorry, dear, but I asked Grandpa if he could stay at his farm. Take it easy and enjoy nature for a change. Look how little. Hello there, Sonny. There's not much excitement out in these parts, but you're welcome to stay as long as you want. I'm too busy with my farm chores to play with you much. But there are some children in the village, and you can play with them. Thanks, Grandpa. Oh. I do like these little pictures. It must be the chickens from Legend of Zelda. No, and we made a friend. See, good time at Grandpa's. Yeah, I think this intro is going to be longer than the entire outro of 64. Oh, it's you. The boy visiting the old man's farm. Do you always play alone? I like it here too, so I come here a lot to play alone. Tell me some stories about the city and about you. The end. So how was it? Did you have fun? When you go home, tell your mom and dad that I enjoyed it too. Oh, are you leaving? Yep. That makes me feel lonely. You'll come back again someday, right? Remember, you promised. And I meant what I said, and I said what I meant. It's been a long time since then. You've grown up well in those years. Thank you, Baron. Feel the same way. So I talked this over with the people in the village. Your grandfather took real good care of this farm. Yeah, don't believe that. We respect his wishes and would like to see how much you can accomplish in 3 years. Got a pretty good track record. We don't mean to be testing you, but if you can get this farm back like it was, the village will accept you as the rightful owner of the farm. And I'm sorry, but I don't think that's how inheritances and mortgages work. You know, you don't just get to decide, nah, we're not gonna honor it. A legally binding document. But if the farm is neglected, or you can't get along with the villagers, then you'll have to leave. We're no weakling like Cliff. We don't leave when the going gets tough. That is the decision we made as a village, because it's a democracy. Okay. Farming is very hard work, but I hope you do your best to become a great farmer like your grandfather. Yep. Yeah! Alrighty. So, we start off in the house just like normal. You can already see a difference if you've not played this game before. We have a clock on screen. It tells us the date, the time, what day of the week it is. It's amazing. So you can obviously see the house is pretty similar. You start off with the smallest house. You got the TV. So I'm not going to go through all the channels. You can read what does what. But you do want to check the weather. And this is super nice. You can just skip through. But over here is a tool bin. And another thing about this game is you start off. This is your tool capacity. So I can only carry 3. So I want the hoe, the axe, and I'll go ahead and take the hammer. So, but as you can see, time still does not pass indoors on this. And you also have a calendar. And what's awesome is all these dates that have a little circle and circle swirly gig thing. These tell you about the different festivals. So you don't have to try to keep up with those. But yeah, anyway, I'll go through that probably more later. But here it is. One thing I do want to mention is the pause menu. So I'm not going to spend as much time on this episode because this is going to be an intro. But you can just see all the stuff to look into. So again, right now I'm just going to kind of do the intro episode. I'll go into that more on the next episode. And this is going to be a much more casual playthrough than 64. Good morning, Ian. I came to show you around the village if you'd like. Okay, And as I mentioned, this is going to be more casual. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let the mayor show you around. And then I will probably replay on my own and get caught back up so I can just start the day fully. Because this will actually spend in-game time. But it's good to see. And that way I don't have to do it. Well then, let's go. And look how happy the mayor is. Looks like his eyes are thumbs up emojis. That way leads you to the poultry farm and the Yodel Ranch. You can buy chickens and other animals at those places. This is actually a pretty good sized town compared to the 64. This is the blacksmith shop. You can buy tools for your farm here. The blacksmith can also improve tools for you. Yes, that is another thing. In the 64 version, as long as you used your tools, once you used it enough, it would automatically level up. That is not the case in this one. You do still have to use them to get experience, but you actually have to get the proper ore and bring it here and pay for him to upgrade it. So I think that's the standard in most of the later games. But just so you know, this is the orchard. They're short on help at harvest time, so lend a hand if you can. Sure. You can always use some extra money. This is the library. You can learn a lot from reading books. Of course, you can also ask me and the other villagers about things. So with the library, I mentioned that it's the same characters, just in different roles. Well, I don't know if it was lack of creativity or what, but Maria, who's now called Mary in this game, is still the librarian. Well, hello, Thomas. And who do we have here? Is this the young man you said would be running the Windscar farm? I should have put Windscar in all caps so they have to yell it. Windscar! Hello, Ellen. Yes, this is the one. His name is Ian. Hi, Ellen. Let me introduce you to Ellen. She used to be a midwife. Her granddaughter is now working at the clinic. Hi, Granny. Next, let me show you my house, which is right next door. Take care, Ellen. Goodbye, Thomas, and it was nice to meet you too, Ian. In the same way, Granny, I have a horrible time remembering names of people I've just met. This is my house. I live with my son, the policeman. Please, come visit us anytime. Yeah, he ditched Mary the second he could. Married her off. Started a new family. This is the supermarket. You can buy all sorts of things here, even seeds for your farm. And we will also check that out and see what all goodies are in there. This is the clinic. You can come here when you feel sick or fatigued, but try not to overwork. Look how serious he looks. He got his eyebrows pinched in. But try not to overwork so you don't have to. The church is over there. The pastor is an odd man, but nice. I'll put that on my dating profile. Maybe not being an odd man, but being odd but nice. This is the inn. There's a restaurant on the first floor, and the bar opens after sundown. So we know the place to be. This is the square. Most of our festivals are held here. If you go straight, you will reach the beach. Woohoo! The left path leads you back to the church, and the right path in front of Yodel Ranch. Well, I guess that's about all I have to say. Walk around and see what else is here. Just press the select button to view the village map. If you press the start button when you're on your farm, you can get a bird's eye view of the whole farm. Oh yes, the woodcutter Gotts lives up in the mountain, so he's the guy to ask about that area. He's also who we can get to do extensions for our house. The carpenter's got the boot. Well, I have to go now. Good luck, Ian. Thanks, Mayor. Hey, what's up? I'm the buyer, Zach. Nice to meet you. As a farmer, there's just one thing you need to remember. Teeth whitening? Don't skip arm day? There's a bin on the farm. Here. And that's where you will place the produce you want to sell. I'll drop by every evening at 5 to see if there's anything to pick up and pay you on the spot. Oh, but I won't drop by on festival days. I want holidays too. Ha 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 ha. Ha. There are also bins in the hen house and the sheep and cow barn. You can sell the vegetables you've harvested as well as the things you've gathered in the mountains. Of course, you can sell eggs, wool, and milk too. Got it? Good. I'll come again at 5. Anyone else? Okay. Oh, so it only took about 2 hours to show us around. So this is what the mayor was talking about. Pause menu, this is the map. You can look around. But if you press start, you get the view of your farm. And it's really nice because once you plant stuff, it'll give you a little picture of whatever crop is planted. So if you're trying to keep up with, if you planted turnips or, you know, whatever, it'll show you. And you can see the size of the farm and all the stuff that is on there. And just like in the 64, this will eventually all be cleared and organized. But in the top corner of the left side is the doghouse. You got the barn, the horse stable, and you can't see it from here, but you got the chicken coop. Yeah, mailbox. Got a little pond, which I'll touch base on later. The chicken coop. There you go. There's the chicken coop. Alright, but I don't want to show off too much because I actually want to get into the gameplay. So I'm going to, as I said, end the recording and then I will meet you guys back on the 2nd, probably right around 6 a.m. outside after we turn the mayor away and tell him Nabra. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for the support on the 64 playthrough and for the interest in this one. This is going to be, have some similarities, of course, being a Harvest Moon title. I think they're a couple years apart, but I feel like there's enough differences and enough enhancements in this to really make it a different playthrough, and I'm excited for it. So just like before, if you have any questions, leave them down below, and I will be happy to answer them. So thank you guys.